Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 4th, and welcome to Up to the Minute Live. I'm Andrea Bonner, chair of HCC's Consumer Arts and Sciences program, and I'm joined today by Linda Davis, office manager for HCC Northeast Operations, and she's going to tell everyone how to find us today. Linda?
Yes, we're live on Houston City College's district Facebook page, not HCC, and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5 and 10, Monday through Friday.
Thanks, Linda. For Thursday Family Fun Day, we're discovering some good things to come from being raised in a barn. Dr. Amy Ressler, who is the County Extension Director of Fort Bend County's Urban Program Unit and the Tivity Barn event, is with us today. Hi, Dr. Ressler.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show, but we'll be back with you in just a little bit. But first, we're continuing our traditional presidential welcome as students return to classes today. And we're joined, of course, you guys have seen me interview a lot of other presidents, but I'm probably partial to my president, HCC Central College President, Dr. Edmund Butch Herod. Welcome to the show, Dr. Herod.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here today.
We're happy to have you. And like other colleges, Central hosts welcome activities for its students, but you also want to highlight some of your campuses and other centers. And of course, I know about them, but tell everyone else. Let's start with our other campuses and enrollment.
Well, so just a brief overview. So our enrollments are up once again this semester at both of our campus locations. Central has two campus locations. We have the beautiful campus, the main campus, flagship campus of HCC, I might add, here at Central Maine. We also have our South Campus at the junction of 288 and Airport, which is a growing campus. So we have two beautiful campus sites. The thing about Central Maine, of course, is that we have two historic buildings. We have our Cento building, which is 100 plus years old, and it's on the historic registry. We also have the Hyman Theater, which is also on the historic registry and also just celebrated its centenary just this last year. And I won't even go into some of the newer buildings that we have, like the Culinary Building, which is amazing. I like to spend as much time there as possible. We also have the Harmon Building, which is really a work of art in of itself. But this is you have a real campus feel. I want to convey that to students, prospective students, and even faculty and staff that would like to defect to a really nice campus. This is the place to come.
I always tell everybody this is, even though it's community college, city college, we have an amazing campus at Central. So thank you for commenting about that. So let's talk about Second Start registration. We've got our regular start classes that have already started, but Second Start gives students another opportunity. So tell us about that, Dr. Hedman.
It does. You know, the good thing about HCC is that we try to make sure that our courses and our schedules fit everyone's ability to attend and to learn. And so our Second Start is one option which allows students that didn't quite make it into First Start or changed their mind or decided that they really needed a college education to come. And so we also have the 8-week classes. And I want to comment very quickly about three new programs that we have at South, which is two of which you're intimately involved with. We have our nails program, our lashes program, and those are such great programs for, you can complete these in 16, 17 weeks. So that's the beauty of those things. And then you can become an entrepreneur with those skills. You can, not only can you work somewhere else, but you can become an entrepreneur. So kudos to everybody that got those programs up and running. We're excited about that. And then the last one that I'll mention for the South Campus is our Smart Building Technology program. That's just an outstanding program that is filling a niche that heretofore has not been filled, which is we have people that graduate from our program. They're called integrators. And so what they do is they are responsible for connecting everything in a home or a building together and making it work. You know, that's a real challenge with the complexity of today's systems, but they learn a little bit of electrical, they learn a little bit of networking, they learn about building controls and automation. It is an outstanding program. And so just as a matter of record, enrollment at our South Campus is up about 23% right now. So it's a growing area. Pearland, right there next to Sunnyside. We're excited about it.
I love that area, actually, and it's good to hear that enrollment is up over there. Now, tell us about the weekend business college at Central.
Well, again, this is another outstanding program that really tries to meet the needs of working professionals or just those that have jobs or even childcare issues, which conflict with their ability to attend HCC. So the weekend business college allows someone to come in and really, because it's a hybrid program, they don't have to come and commit to every single weekend. They have families with kids, sports activities and all those kinds of things. And so we don't tie them up every single weekend. But think about this. You would take 2 courses in the first 8 weeks. You take 2 courses in the next 8 weeks. A student can come and actually finish a an associate's degree. The bachelor's comes later. We finish an associate's degree in 2 years or less, just attending on the weekends. I think it's an outstanding opportunity for people. And I really encourage people to come. And this is offered on our central campus. So you're really walking through the halls that Howard Hughes walked through, just as an example. We've had some very famous personages that went through when San Jacinto was a high school. So I always think about that when I come into the building. So you want to be an entrepreneur? Maybe you can channel some of that previous energy that existed in the building and open up your own business after coming to our weekend business college.
That's great. Thank you so much for that. And finally, the Wellness Center, which is one of my favorite places at Central, is now offering group fitness classes, right? So tell us a little bit about those group fitness classes. And I do need to get over there and get involved with some of that.
We have an outstanding new director by the name of, I want to mention her, Hannah Admission. She is just opened up incredible new venues for us. And so the group classes, and I have a list here, so I'll just give you a couple of examples. We have Zumba, club dancing, yoga, and barre classes. And then there's a body blaster class. So it runs the gamut. I just talked to Dean Welcome this morning, and we're talking about also bringing Tai Chi to the campus, which is great. And here's why that's important. Look, we talk about the mental development of our students, but there's also the physical and spiritual that has to be addressed. And I'd like to commend Dr. Welcome for her Dimensions of Wellness program that really tries to look at the holistic needs of the student and not just say, well, they'll come here, take a few classes and leave. So it's really an exciting time for us. We're happy to share all that we're doing with our other colleges, but we, of course, encourage students to come to Central College where these things are already existing and we're already working to make them better each and every day.
That's great. Thank you. And you mentioned Dr. Welcome. You mentioned our new fitness director. And I just want to say you do a great job of mentioning all of the people. It definitely takes a team to make these colleges what they are. So I appreciate you for always recognizing the hard work for everybody that works at the college. Now, is there any last thing you want to share about Central? Of course, like I said, I'm partial. I'm right down the street. I'm on that campus. So I think it's amazing. And you've mentioned a lot of great things. Is there anything else you'd like to share as we close out?
Well, I really think, when you come to Central, you really feel like you're part of a college. It's not just a single building, it's an entire campus environment. And there's so many different needs that we serve here, from the trades, that I didn't even get to talk about, to our culinary program, which is fantastic. We have a fashion design program, which is second to none. So there literally is almost anything that you could possibly want. And it'd be remiss of me not to mention that now with our new bachelor's degrees, a student can come and actually complete 4 years of education here at HCC and never leave the college, which again, I think it's remarkable. It's a great college at a very affordable price. So, and we have scholarship. So I'd be remiss in not mentioning that with our Connect 2 program. Look, you can come and go into one of our quick programs that allow you to get a job in a matter of just a certain number of weeks, and we will scholarship that. So I know the time is short enough, but I just wanted to throw that in, and it's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate Ms. Bonner, I appreciate you and all the good work you've done.
Thank you, Dr. Butch Herod, who is the president of HCC Central. We'll have his information on our post after the show. But after a commercial break, Linda will be back to talk to our Thursday Family Fun Day guest.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour, with flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston. HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline that answers all of your poison questions in over 100 languages.
Hello? Poison Help?
Hello? When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help, 1-800-222-1222.
Dear Santa, my mom says I'm a good helper, but you didn't come last year. I just really hope this year when I wake up, I'm gonna see that you came to my house too.
Donate today.
Welcome back. We're moving on to Dr. Amy Ressler, the County Extensions Director of the Urban Program Unit for Fort Bend County and the Ag Tivity Barn event. Welcome back to the show, Amy. We're looking forward to hearing all about the activities you have going on, starting with the Fort Bend Fair. But first, before we get started here at Houston City College, we like to make our guests feel welcome and at home. And since I wasn't raised in a barn or on a farm, I brought an accessory to make you feel comfortable and make me feel a part. Tell us a little bit about the Fort Bend County Fair.
I love it. All right, so Fort Bend County Fair happens every year. It's a great event. Starts this year, September 26th. So that's a Friday. It opens up on a Friday. And most of our schools are let out so that the children can come to the fair, the families can come to the fair. So it's a very traditional fair. It has a midway, it has vendors, it has animals, of course, and so that lots of things to do and see at the Fort Bend County Fair.
So tell us a little bit about the Tivity Barn. Is that part of the fair also?
Absolutely. So Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and Prairie View A&M Extension Program, we work together to provide agriculture awareness. And so the Tivity Barn, AG, Tivity Barn, is a nice little jewel just tucked away inside of the fairgrounds. Agriculture awareness is our main goal, to share with people the connection between agriculture and health. So where does food come from? We'll have some animals out there that people can see and touch. We'll have interactive presentations that happen. We will have posters up. So there's just lots of things to see and do and touch in the Tivity Barn, so that people can learn more about agriculture and how it affects everybody's lives.
And it really does. It really does. Now tell us a little bit about the coloring contest. Also part of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it starts out with a coloring contest. And so we announce the winners on that Friday, September 26th. And we distribute coloring sheets throughout the county. So email it to all of the schools. We also have places where families can pick up the coloring sheets already printed. Then they send them all in to our office. And then we have them judged, blind judges, sorry, not blind judges, blind judging. So we don't know who the students are, age categories. And we have them, we just pick out the best of each one of the age categories, and then invite them to come to the fair on that Friday and kick it off with announcing the winners. They get a great little prize and a ribbon from the Fair Association. And so it's just kind of a great way to start it out.
That is wonderful, getting kids involved early. So tell us about the Tivity Barn school tours.
Okay, so the Fort Bend County Fair is open to the the public nights and weekends. So during the day, there's just the fair's there, there's animals there. So we invite schools to come out to do a tour. What we provide several educational opportunities for them. What we're going to do this year is we've got a mini festival that they'll be able to participate in. So they'll be able to go to different stations. One will have a mini cotton gin that students can look at. We'll have a rice miller. We'll have a corn husker. We'll also do some other things like physical activity and beef, cattle. They'll be able to see a cow, touch animals. We'll have some goats. We'll have some baby chicks is another great part of what we do. So poultry, there'll be a poultry station. So they'll participate in the mini festival. And then they will also be able to participate in some, I call them sit down and learn something presentations. So the mini festival, they'll be able to move around, but the sit down and learn something presentations will have the mobile dairy classroom. So they will see a cow being milked. So how the cow is milked. So great way to just really see a visual of where milk comes from. It doesn't come from the grocery store. And then the other, there'll be another kind of sit down, learn something event that will be a cowboy clinic. So we have some of our county extension agents that will talk about some cowboy history, how the cowboys herd the cattle, why they do that. So that will be a lot of fun. So the children will be able to participate in all of those. So those will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then on Friday, we open it up as a more of a sensory experience. So the fair also hosts what they call the exceptional rodeo. So for students with disabilities, and they will participate in the rodeo. And then if they want to, they can come on over to the activity barn and see and touch things. They can just at their own pace participate in those kinds of things. So that's Monday through Friday.
I love it, love it, love it. I love the fact that you all include the kids with disabilities. That's very important. And
Absolutely.
we also get these kids off of these phones and getting some hands-on learning. I love it. So finally, you have something called the Activity Barn Public Interface Weekends and Evenings. What is that all about?
Okay, so when the fair is open to the public, the Activity Barn is open. So it's a little different than the school tours, but it has some of the same topics each night, each day. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday. So the fair goes through October 5th. So when the fair is open to the public, they can come to the Activity Barn. They can see some of the same things that the kids saw during the day, but we'll also have some presentations that are interactive that are going on for people to learn more again about agriculture, where their food comes from. And a big highlight that people just love to see is there's baby chicks that are hatching. So we have a hatching table, and we time it where they're able to hatch during the week. So people can like literally see a little chick coming out of the shell. And so that's a big attraction as well.
So what came first, the chicken or the egg, right?
Right. I
Well,
mean,
in 60 seconds or less, can you tell us about the Pecan Harvest Festival? This is something else that you have coming up?
Yeah, so in November, we'll have the Pecan Harvest Festival, and that's hosted in conjunction with the city of Richmond. So it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and it's a family event, again, a festival, but we have a lot of pecan education, and hopefully our horticulture agent will be able to share more about that in one of the shows in the future.
Great. You know, I'm a foodie. Anything pecan and food, pecan cake, pecan candy, pecan pie, I'm there for it.
Absolutely. That'll be fun.
Well, we want to thank you, Dr. Amy Ressler, County Extension Director of the Urban Program Unit for Fort Bend County. We'll have your information in the post after the show. Thank you again for coming on and teaching us about activity with agriculture.
Thank you.
All right, guys, coming up after a quick commercial break, Andrea and I will return with some hot news and announcements. You don't want to go anywhere. Stay tuned.
¿Por qué esperar para el trabajo de tus sueños? En Houston Community College, la colegiatura es de solo $33 por hora de crédito. Con horarios flexibles y campus en todo Houston, inscribirse en HCC es fácil y accesible. Houston Community College.
When a child is sick, there's one thing they need: a really big cookie.
Welcome to RMHC.
We're not big on poking sticks and beeping machines, but we're the best at playing dress up. We think the Tooth Fairy should travel everywhere, and while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. It's time to speak up for nature.
All right, Linda, let's tell everyone all the great news and announcements that are going on around campuses. First, recipes for success, events for students. Students have online resources from Student Life and the Academic Success Centers. Upcoming virtual events are the Academic Essay Structures, which is going to be noon Wednesday, September 10th, and check our post after the show for more information.
Well, we will have no up to the minute on Friday. Ooh. But yay, we have our convocation, and convocation is when HCC faculty and staffs welcome in the new semester. I have fall convocation with our chancellor. We're going to the moon. Woohoo! The journey continues. HCCTV crew will be working the event, so no up to the minute, but we will be back, or we'll run a best of show that day, and we will return on Monday to our regular schedule tuning at noon, 5 and 10, but the convocation's at 1 p.m., registration's 2 p.m. The program starts Friday, September the 5th at NRG Center. So again, no up to minute on Friday, but we will return on Monday, hot and ready.
Next, the Sustainable Fashion Project with Chloe Dow and HCC. Houston Style Star Chloe Dow is once again putting Houston's fashion scene on the map, and this time it's about sustainability. The Project Runway winner is teaming up with HCC and others for the Sustainable Fashion Project to transform discarded materials into chic, wearable designs. The design deadline is Friday, September 19th. The runway is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, September 27th at Macy's Galleria. Check our post after the show for more information.
Art exhibition for Central faculty members. Exhibitions showcasing the arts of faculty members are showing across the district. Art professor Corey Acklemeyer is previewing this piece, The Length of 5 Years. Exhibition through October 24th, HCC Central Fine Arts Gallery. Artist reception is 6 p.m. Thursday, September the 25th, and you can check out the post for more information after the show.
Cover costs for fall. Explore options today. So there is still time to find financial help for fall 2025. Students can set themselves up for success by exploring the many financial aid options, from grants and scholarships to loans and work study programs. Again, check our post after the show for registration information.
Fall registration continues. Why haven't you registered yet? Second starts right around the corner. There's still time to register for fall classes, including Second Start. HCC classes are offered in a variety of programs, semester lengths, and modalities, including online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, both face-to-face and partially virtual, in-person, and hybrid labs. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, visit hccs.edu/apply.
Coming up, we'll discuss HCC's Connect to Workforce campaign, which is part of Central's Architecture, Design, and Engineering COE and Continuing Education Construction Trades. Plus, don't forget, we won't be here tomorrow. Up to Minute will not air tomorrow because of HCC's convocation, which promises a big announcement and presentation to go with it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.